I wanted to believe him. I should have trusted my gut. A week later, Emily was gone. I'd left her in the backyard playing in her sandbox while I went in to grab lemonade. When I came back, the gate was open. The stuffed rabbit was on the grass. Emily was gone. My screams shook the neighborhood. Minutes felt like hours until my phone buzzed with a message. A photo. Emily in the backseat of a car, her little face pale with confusion. And Darren's words,
"You owe me. You took my baby away. Now I've taken yours."
I dropped the phone, shaking, sobbing. Michael grabbed it, jaw tightening like steel.
"I'll kill him."
Michael wasn't bluffing. He wasn't just some suburban husband. Before we met, he had a past. One tied to leather jackets, roaring engines, and loyalty inked in tattoos. My name is Lena, and if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that some ghosts don't just haunt your past. They show up years later, kicking down your front door, threatening the life you've built, and forcing you to face them. My ghost's name? Darren. Darren was my ex-boyfriend, the man who ruined me once and tried to ruin me again. Before I ever got pregnant with him, Darren had already perfected the art of cruelty. He wasn't violent, not in the obvious way, but he was poisonous. He controlled everything, even the smallest things in our apartment. He made me keep track of every penny, counting the toilet paper rolls, rationing the oil, managing the pads so they never went to waste.
Seriously, Lena, you can't even fry an egg properly? Did you burn the pan again?
He forced me to cook for him morning and night, even when I was exhausted from working a full day. And if I questioned him,
Do you want me to pay for all of this myself, or do you enjoy being my personal chef/maid?
his work ethic was non-existent. Darren would roll out of bed late, complain about being tired, and leave me scrambling to make coffee and toast. I thought I'd escaped the worst of him, but then I got pregnant. During the pregnancy, Darren turned cruel in new ways. He complained constantly about my changing body.
Lena, you're getting fat. Are you trying to eat the whole neighborhood? Look at you, slow and clumsy. Can you even walk properly?
He delayed taking me to the hospital when my contractions started. I begged him, clutching my swollen belly, but he dawdled like it was a joke. Darren, please, it's time. My water broke.
Calm down, it's probably nothing. You're just overreacting. You always overreact.
By the time we got to the hospital, it was too late. I lost the baby. I will never forget that sterile hospital room, the nurses' pitying looks, the grief that swallowed me whole, and the knowledge that Darren could have done something but chose not to. After I lost our baby and had gained so much weight, Darren emptied our joint account and fled with a young model. Years later, though, I rebuilt myself. I found someone better. Michael, my husband, was everything Darren wasn't. Gentle, loyal, and strong in ways that didn't require tearing others down. We got married and we had a daughter, Emily, my miracle. But the past? It never stayed buried. One sunny afternoon, I picked Emily up from preschool. She was humming a tune, clutching her stuffed rabbit. I remember thinking life was finally safe. That's when I saw him, Darren, leaning against a car, smoking like nothing had changed.
Long time, Lena. That your kid? Cute. Almost makes me want one again.
My stomach churned. I pulled Emily close and hurried to the car, my pulse racing. Darren was the last man I wanted anywhere near my family. I told Michael that night, but he assured me Darren was just passing through. I wanted to believe him. I should have trusted my gut. A week later, Emily was gone. I'd left her in the backyard playing in her sandbox while I went in to grab lemonade. When I came back, the gate was open. The stuffed rabbit was on the grass. Emily was gone. My screams shook the neighborhood. Minutes felt like hours until my phone buzzed with a message. A photo. Emily in the backseat of a car, her little face pale with confusion. And Darren's words,
"You owe me. You took my baby away. Now I've taken yours."
I dropped the phone, shaking, sobbing. Michael grabbed it, jaw tightening like steel.
"I'll kill him."
Michael wasn't bluffing. He wasn't just some suburban husband. Before we met, he had a past. One tied to leather jackets, roaring engines, and loyalty inked in tattoos. He had walked away from that life for me, But now Darren had dragged us back. We tracked Darren to a rundown warehouse on the edge of town. Michael's contacts fed us the info quick. Seems Darren had been bragging to the wrong people about taking back what was his. When we got there, I stayed hidden in the car, my heart thundering. Michael stormed in, and within seconds I heard Darren's voice.
Look who it is. The replacement. You think she really loves you? Lena's mine. Always was. Where's the girl? Safe, for now. But maybe she'll grow up calling me daddy. Wouldn't that burn?
I saw red, but Michael didn't waste words. He lunged. Years of suppressed fury exploded in his fists. Darren swung back, but he was sloppy, untrained. Michael was a fighter, every move precise. Punches landed like hammers. Blood sprayed. Michael, don't kill him, just get Emily! I heard Emily crying in the corner. I ran in, scooped her up, holding her tight. She was trembling but alive. Meanwhile, Michael had Darren on the ground, tied up with rope from the warehouse. His face was a swollen mess. And then Michael made a call. Within 20 minutes, I heard it. The growl of motorcycles, a dozen of them pulling up, headlights slicing the night. Michael's old brothers, a biker gang, covered in tattoos, eyes burning with loyalty.
So, this the bastard who thought he could mess with family? He took my daughter.
The gang didn't need more explanation. They tied Darren tighter, hooked ropes to their bikes, and dragged him across the warehouse floor, his screams cutting through the night. Dust rose, blood smeared. Darren begged, cried, cursed, but no one cared. Then they hauled him into the forest. I won't go into details of what happened there. All I know is Darren came back broken, shaking, and very aware that he was out of chances.
Listen good. You breathe a word of this to the cops, you so much as drive past Lena's street again, and we'll finish what we started. You got it? Yeah, I got it. I swear.
They dumped him at the edge of town, stripped of dignity and teeth. His reign of terror finally ended. When we got home, I tucked Emily into bed, kissed her forehead, and whispered promises that no one would ever take her from me again. Later that night, Michael pulled me into his arms.
He's gone. He won't bother us again.
And for the first time in years, I believed it. But the twist? A week later, I got a letter in the mail. No name, no return address. Just one line scrawled on the page.
Lena, I never wanted you to lose that first baby. It wasn't fate. It was me. I slipped something in your drink back then. I didn't want to be tied down. Guess I finally paid for it.
I read it, hands shaking, bile rising. Darren had murdered our child all those years ago, and now he was rotting in his own private hell, courtesy of Michael and his brothers. Funny how karma works. Rumors had it that Darren fled out of state, taking a menial job, either on some remote farm or pumping gas, no one knew. He moved on, probably telling himself he was untouchable. So yeah, that's the story of how my ex kidnapped my daughter, and how he ended up face first in the dirt, courtesy of a biker gang. Moral of the story? Never mess with a mama bear, or her biker husband. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, unless you want Darren's fate. Just kidding. Or am I?